Good morning to everyone, and Mr. Tan Chi Yu. Today, we, Group 9, will be presenting to you guys financial analysis for years 2023 for Introduction to Financial Accounting. Team members for this segment is I am myself, Muhammad SYAFIQ bin Muhammad KHAIRI, matric number 304856, Teo Kwanju, matric number 304601, Tan Jimin, matric number 305311, TKJING, the matric number is 304680, and lastly, WENG, 305369. For this assignment, we have choose two company. And the first one is WTL Power International Berhad, and the second one is United Malacca Berhad. For this financial analysis, we will cover a liquidity ratio, activity ratio, profitability ratio, and leverage ratio. Okay, for introduction, WTL Power International Berhad. WTL Power International Berhad was founded by the late Tan Sri Dr. Yoh Tiong Leh in 1955. It started as a small company in the construction industry. YTL is a multi-utility owner and operator. One of the YTL key business segment is a power generation and water sewerage. YTL own a Wazig water. They are supplying water and sewerage of the southwest of England. For United Malacca Berhad, United Malacca Berhad was formerly known as the United Malacca Rubber Estate. UMB founder was late Tan Tun Cheong Lok until 1690. Okay, UMB studied economic activity with rubber trees to produce organic rubber. After that, UMB adopted the policy of diversity into the oil palm. Oil palm has been their core business, and UMB are looking for the opportunity to expand their business. Financial ratio analysis. Liquidity ratio measure the company ability to pay off its short-term liabilities. Liquidity ratio determines how a company can convert the asset and use them for meeting that does arise. The higher the ratio, the easier the company to clear debts. Okay, second one is activity ratio. Activity ratio, financial indicating the assesses how well a business uses its resources to produce income or run its business. This ratio concentrates on how different resources, including inventories, account receivable, and fixed assets that are used to evaluate the operational efficiency of the business. Okay, the third one is a profitability ratio. Profitability ratio are financial metric used by analysis and investor to measure and evaluate the ability of a company to generate income, profit relative to revenue, balance sheet asset, operating costs, and shareholder equity during the specific period of time. They show how well a company utilizes its assets to produce profit and value to the shareholder. Okay, the last one is leverage ratio. Leverage ratio is a financial ratio that indicates the level of debt incurred by a business entity against several other accounts in its balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. This ratio provides an indicating on how the company used their debt to finance business asset.
Liquidity ratio have two ratios, current ratio and quick ratio. Current ratio for YTL company is 1.67. It means every Rm1 of current liability, the company have Rm 1.67 of current asset. The quick ratio for YTL company is 1.60. It means every Rm1 of current liability, the company have Rm 1.60 of quick asset. The activity ratio have two ratios, the total asset turnover and account receivable turnover. The total asset turnover for the company is 0.40. It means every Rm1 of its asset, it have Rm 0.40 of revenue, and the account receivable turnover is 5.73. The profitability ratio have two ratios, the profit margin on sales and return on common shareholder equity. The profit margin on sales for the YTL companies is 9.29. It means every Rm1 of sales, the company have Rm 0.09 of profit. Return on common shareholder equity for the company is 13.22. It means every Rm1 of shareholder equity, the company have Rm 0.13 of profit. The leverage ratio have two ratios, debt to the asset and debt to the equity. The debt to the asset for the company is 0.722. It means 72% of assets are financed by debt. The debt to equity means every RM1 equity, the company has RM 2.61 of debt.
Thank you for Tanjeming. My name is Teo Kwan Ju. My matching number is 304601. Today, I will continue about analyzing financial ratio of United Malacca Berhad UMB. First, in liquidity ratio, the current ratio of United Malacca Berhad is 1.54. This indicates an adequate liquidity position. This is because the higher the current ratio, the more liquid the company is, showing the company is capable of settling its short-term debts when due. The ratio is close to the ideal benchmark of 1.5, suggesting an efficient use of current assets without significant over-accumulation. A current ratio of 1.54 suggests that United Malacca Berhad presumably has RM1.54 current asset with respect to every RM1 of current liabilities. The ratio of United Malacca Berhad is 1.34. From a ratio of 1.34, it can be inferred that for every RM1 in current liabilities, United Malacca Berhad has RM1.34 in liquid asset, which is a solid liquidity position. Since the ratio is lower than the current ratio, which is 1.54, this suggests that a portion of some current assets are tied up in inventory, and this could affect its ability to quickly convert assets into cash, but it is still very good because both ratios are above 1. Next is activity ratio. The total asset turnover result of United Malacca Berhad for the financial year ended June 30, 2023 years seems to be around 0.33. 0.33 signifies this is a lower ratio and indicates that a firm generate less income for every 1 unit of asset that it has, signaling that it doesn't use its asset very efficiently to create sales. This means the company generated a 0.33 ringgit of revenue for every 1 ringgit of its assets during the years. The account receivable turnover for United Malacca Berhad in 2020 year is approximately 7.13 times. This means that United Malacca Berhad has the potential to collect outstanding debt more than 7 times in a year. This figure indicates the relative efficiency in the conversion of receivable into cash. The aforementioned ratio, though, is higher, which indicates that United Malacca Berhad can quickly convert credit sale into cash and thus improve cash flow, which is critical for meeting short-term obligations and for funding operations. Thirdly, we continue with profitability ratio. For United Malacca Berhad UMB, a profit margin on sales of 9.18% means that for every 1 ringgit of sale indicates that UMB Berhad has 0.09 ringgit of profit. For profitability, 9.18% profit margin indicates that UMB is able to convert 9.18% of its sales into profit after all expenses. This is a good sign of profitability, showing that the company is managing its cost well relative to its revenue. A 9.18% profit margin for United Malacca Berhad is generally considered a healthy margin in the plantation industry, which can have lower margin due to the capital-intensive nature of the business. It suggests that UMB is doing well in generating profit from its sales. For United Malacca Berhad, return on common shareholders' equities of 3.82% means every 1 ringgit of shareholder equity indicates that UMB Berhad has 0.04 ringgit of profit. 3.28% return on common shareholders' equity is considered a low to moderate return in most industries, meaning United Malacca Berhad is not generating a high return for its shareholders. Last is leverage ratio. For United Malacca Berhad, a debt to asset ratio of 0.2033 means that 20.3% of UMB assets are financed by debt, and the remaining 79.7% is financed by equity. United Malacca Berhad is considered to have a lower financial risk because with only 20.3% of assets financed by debt. A lower debt to asset ratio typically means the company is less exposed to interest and debt repayment risk, making it less vulnerable to financial instability. For United Malacca Berhad, the debt to equity is 0.2555. This means that United Malacca Berhad have used 0.26 ringgit of debt for every 1 ringgit of equity. The data indicate United Malacca Berhad have low financial leverage. A 0.2555 ratio indicates that United Malacca Berhad has a moderate level of debt relative to its equity. This suggests that the company is not highly leveraged, which means it is not excessively relying on debt to finance its operation. In addition, it also indicates that United Malacca Berhad has a relatively stable financial structure and does not carry a heavy debt burden, reducing its financial risk.
Now I'm going to talk about the comparison between the ratio of two companies. My name is JING matching number 3044680. Before I start the comparison part, the two companies are not relevant for comparison as they are in different industry. But the first part is liquidity ratio. For current ratio comparison, we can see that YTL Power International has a higher current ratio of 1.67 compared to United Malacca Berhad with 1.54. Liquidity. YTL Power International is more liquid than United Malacca Berhad, indicating a better ability to pay off current liabilities. In conclusion, a higher current ratio reflects a better ability to meet short-term obligations, signaling stronger liquidity. The way to improve for both companies are YTL Power International can improve in consider optimizing current asset. For the United Malacca Berhad, the company can increase inventory turnover. Next, quick ratio comparison. We can see that YTL Power International has 1 ringgit 60 cent in quick asset for every 1 ringgit of current liabilities, compared to United Malacca Berhad, which has 1 ringgit 34 cent in quick asset for every 1 ringgit of current liabilities. Quick ratio analysis. YTL Power International has a higher quick ratio than United Malacca Berhad. For interpretation of quick ratio, a higher quick asset indicate that YTL Power International Berhad has a higher capacity to meet short-term obligation. In conclusion, the higher the quick ratio, the greater the capacity to pay off current liabilities using quick asset. Way to improve for YTL Power International Berhad is reducing short-term borrowing. For United Malacca Berhad is optimize cash utilization to further improve financial resilience. Next will be activity ratio. Total asset turnover comparison, we can see that YTL Power International generate 40 cents in sales for every 1 ringgit of asset. United Malacca Berhad generate 33 cents in sales for every 1 ringgit of asset. For the comparison of asset turnover, YTL Power International has a higher total asset turnover compared to United Malacca Berhad. For the interpretation of higher asset turnover, a higher asset turnover ratio indicate that YTL Power International is using its asset more effectively to generate revenue. In conclusion, a higher total asset turnover reflects better efficiency in utilizing asset to produce revenue. Way to improve for both companies is YTL Power International Company can improve increasing revenue through diversification to plan new market. For company United Malacca Berhad, the company can improve total asset turnover through optimization in asset management. Next, account receivable turnover comparison. We can see that United Malacca Berhad has a higher account receivable turnover at approximately 7.13 times compared to YTL Power International with 5.73 times. Account receivable collection efficiency. United Malacca Berhad is more effective in collecting account receivable with customer paying off their debts within the specified period. In conclusion, a higher account receivable turnover indicates that the company collects receivable quickly and manage credit efficiently. A lower account receivable turnover suggests potential issues with collection as customers are taking longer to pay. A way to improve for both companies is YTL Power International can offer early payment discount. However, United Malacca Berhad is offer multiple payment options for customer to pay off their debts.
Moving to my part, which is profitability relation. Firstly, I will talk about the profit margin on sales for two companies, which is YTL Power International Berhad and United Malacca Berhad UMB. Both of these companies earn 9 cents in profit for every 1 ringgit of sales produced. Following the small notes given, YTL and UMB likely to average. The positive profit margin on sales for both companies indicate that they have strong cost control and hence they are profit making at the end of the financial year. In fact, the two companies are not relevant for this comparison as they are in different industries. There are two ways to improve this relation, which is enhancing product pricing strategy and increase asset turnover. Next, I will talk about the return on common shareholders' equity. According to the group data, every 1 ringgit of shareholders' equity indicates that YTL Power International Berhad has 13 cents of profit. Every 1 ringgit of shareholders' equity indicates that UMB Berhad has 4 cents of profit. It is shown that YTL Power International Berhad company was 10% higher than UMB company. So it means that YTL company is having better ability earning additional income from its shareholders' equity compared to UMB. To improve this relation, companies should increasing revenue and company can do promotional activities aggressively so that the company can attract much more customers, resulting in higher sales. Moving to the next part, which is leverage ratio for YTL and UMB company. Debt to assets ratio for YTL company was 72.2% while UMB was 20.3%. It indicates that YTL company has supplied 72.2% of early 1 ringgit of the company assets while UMB company they have supplied 20.3% of early 1 ringgit of the company assets. It showed that YTL company was 52% higher than UMB, and this indicates YTL Power International perhaps has more assets that are financial through debt. On the other hand, UMB with a lower debt to assets ratio does not expose too much towards to financial risk. To improve this ratio, company can reducing debt levels through loan repayment using surplus cash flow. Besides that, company can also optimizing asset utilization. Debt to equity ratio for YTL company has 2 ringgit and 61 cents of debt for every 1 ringgit in the company equity, while UMB company has 26 cents of debt for every 1 ringgit in the company's equity. It showed that YTL company was 2.35 higher than UMB company, and it means UMB has a lower debt to equity ratio, which is considered safer as it does not expose itself from severe financial risk. There are two ways to improve and maintain this ratio, which is prioritizing to pay high interest debt and increase the revenue so that the company's equity will increase. Alright, that's all from our Group 9 presentation, and thanks for your attention.